hasn't been as sick as he used to be back in the day. But like I say, it's Scream. I mean, listen, my friends, you want me to tell you that you want to know about Scream? You want me to tell you a story? I'll tell to you the Scream. Back in the early days, he was, oh my friends, he was human headshot machine. You understand this? Headshot. Normal human is doing headshot. He is go, oh, that's the best shot I can do. Ooh la la. You are like, oh, very good shot, my friend. You are a good player. Scream is doing headshot. You are like, okay, Scream, what is next? I guess another headshot. He is like, no, 2 headshot. Pow. You are like, oh my God, he's machine. But this is thing. He has human headshot machine. Let me set scene for you, friends. Listen, you listen to me. I deliver. I paint picture, canvas. I pinch. He is coming to Dust 2. It's NIP. Ninjas in Pyjamas. You know this team? They are the best in the world. The best team of the world. Fuck this. Best team of all times. They have Premier du Monde. It's Get Right, Forest, Freiburg, Fifla. Let's not be silly. So it's Dust 2. Great map. Everyone's loving this map. Noobs is playing this map. Everyone is. Russians are buying. Do you have money for me? Can you drop? I'm good with op. Everyone is loving this map. Nip is loving this map. Scream is loving this map. All French, Belgian players loving this map. Tactics, no tactics, spinning headshot. You know what it's about. So it's Dust 2, it's NIP, it's Scream. It's long A. You know the long, what is it? C'est loin. The long A, long A. So the NIP players, they're up there, and Scream, he is coming up the catwalk, he is coming around the corner, he turning the corner, and on the long A is it's NIP player. Let's pick who you like. Freiburg. How about this? Freiburg is there. Freiburg is sitting, he sees someone coming. First thing he do, he take a seat. Listen, he is a big guy. He need to take weight off his shoulders. He want to sit down, get comfortable, spray around. You put your hips into it, man. You lean back, you are spraying. So the gun is bucking. You are riding the back. Yeah, he's not Spanish, but I get confused, my friend. So Freiburg is spraying minigun. Terminator 2. He is machine gun. Freiburg is there. Listen. He is a big guy. What can I tell you? I mean, it's like, would it hurt for you to use aim, my friend? Very much so. What? You're a big guy. For you. He is Bane. He is king of Bane. This is Freiburg. Anyway, so Freiburg is spraying when he sees Scream come out. Scream, he is not doing this, my friend. He is walking out. He is A, left. He is moving out. He see Freiburg sit. He go, oh. Sitting duck. He pop out and he is pop up headshot. Pop up headshot. Hey, maybe he doesn't get headshot. He is headshot machine. Machine is not always working correct. You call man, he fix machine. He says, fuck this part and this. Oh, sorry, I cannot work today. I come back on Monday. Then you pay me double, okay? So he is coming out. He's fixing machine. Sometimes machine missed, okay? But here's the difference, okay? If he miss, he move. He is moving. He is moving. He is pop up, move, pop up, boop. He is shift. He is moonwalking. Pop up, moonwalk, whoop, whoop. He is moving. He is shooting. He is moving. He is shooting. They are trying to spray. Move, stay still. Bullet out. I cannot get on you. He is moving. He is shooting. He is headshotting them all. He is dancing. This is it. He is dancing. He is moving. He's dancing. They are sitting. Is it any wonder he is like fucking model? They are. Freiburg is cuddly guy. This is 3, my friends. This is him. He is pop up, move, pop up. Your favorite player, he is coming around corner, pop up, headshot. Doesn't matter who he is. He is a fucking name right hand corner. Scream, headshot machine. Next player is coming, pop up, another headshot. Too easy for me. 1, 2, make it 3. Why not? 1, 2, 3. He is popping them all out. He is fucking machine. You was understanding? Human is doing headshot. He is doing headshot like machine. He is so fucking good with headshot. He is... You may as well set up fucking conveyor belt, band transport hose. You set up conveyor belt. You are sending your favorite players. Premier du Monde, NIP around corner. Nip, Freiburg, Exist, Forest. They are all coming around corner. Is pop up, dance, pop up, moonwalk, that, pop a lock, that. He is headshotting them all. He is like machine. You should get fucking Chinese guy, China, you should get Chinese guy. Little guy is working 15 hours a day maintaining Scream headshot machine, living in quarters in factory, because this is industrialized, factory level headshot machine. Okay, le copa. Okay. Anyway, I don't know how much time I feel doing that, but I think coming as an analyst, so that we should really address it as like, oh, and how will his analysis be? What will it be? And be like, guys, I was watching your demos before. I can't really do like a redneck accent, so I can't do his accent. Be like, hey guys, I was watching. I can't do it. Whatever. Maybe I'll just keep going. It's like, guys, I was watching your demos and I was just thinking that y'all should try some of those just triple kills with a deagle. You ever try that? Try that? Guy comes in long A. You line that sucker up, the sumbitch up, you pooh, one headshot. I know there's a guy behind you. I know. I saw him. I peeked him. You do a little shift, a little shimmy on back. Take him out with the deagle too. This is terrible. I'm keep going. And then you know what? That third guy's coming up. Yes, sirree. You shoot around, swivel on those hips, boy. Bang a Rooney. You got yourself a little triple. 3, the trifecta. That's your triple kill. 3 kills with a deagle. That's what I want you guys to try. And everyone just be sat there like, that's not even analysis, really. What even is that? Just like, why are we paying him again? He's going to be unbanned in a few months. He's really good. Good analysis. I like it. Yeah, you were a thinker. Could you actually listen? Don't waste those gems on us right now. We might forget them. Could you write all those down in like a notepad file and send them, email them to me? I want to read them by myself later, and just to really pour over them. All. Yeah. When did he say he's being unbanned again? I think soon. Okay, so just like put up with the analysis. And yeah, sure. I'm enjoying you being on the team, quite frankly. We never had anything like this before. I don't even know what the accent went everywhere. Fuck it.
You know what? Let's just start things off on a certain tone. So the slip guy, the thing I can't help but laugh and remember when I see his name is the team he was in, UMX, had a guy on the team called something like, oh shit, I can't even remember. Something like, Flowsick, that was his name.
Oh yeah, I remember him playing.
The reason he is famous amongst other pros from that era is not for being a good player, but because someone like stole his phone or something and found a video on there of like his girlfriend shoving a dildo up his ass.
What?
And so every time I see anyone from that team, I can't help but remember this video, and it gives me pleasure inside.
Oh my god. Okay, so this is, if in case anyone was wondering why did they bring Thorin on to do like colloq or commentating on this, well, here it is. We would never have got that story otherwise.
I bring back all the historical details that people need to know for the match.
Excellent. All right. So we got Frost in the middle with an AWP, but Mospec, actually Freakazoid's going to be coming in. Mospec almost got that kill. Frost is still waiting here, has a big green AWP though, not the other thing that you were thinking. And now Freakazoid in the middle.
Game, even though it was a 2-0, it wasn't just a complete whitewash. In the first game, the Lounge guys did turn up. They had a really great game. Problem for them is Shazam. He turned up. And I'm not talking about Kazam, that terrible movie that Shaq made in the 90s. I tell you what, it was a terrible movie for the Lounge guys, so they didn't want to see any part of that. What do you think of that?
Takes a lot of steel to say that, brother.
I'll say this, Thorin. How quickly can you run? Because Shaq can cover some ground over here, too.
Faster than Shaq, I hope.
He can get from this set to that set
faster than he used to go up and down the court, mate.
That was funny, David Buckham.
Hey, you know what? I met those guys earlier. They're very nice guys. And I wouldn't say we're perplexed about it. We're very curious about it, and I appreciate the insight today.
Since you guys think it's a sport, we'll challenge you guys in a couple weeks. Any game you want, you come to
any game.
And I'll make you eat those words, buddy, because it's getting better. Okay. It's getting better. We challenge you 3. You
what about weight loss? Should we do that?
What about muscles? What about boxing when I come over there and punch you? This is America. The Queen can't help you over here, buddy. You better know where you're at, tough guy.
James and Richard and Thorin, thank you guys very much.
Thanks for having us.
It was cool meeting those guys.
See, the problem there is because you started with that feature there, we actually started with like serious analysis. I wanted to start like, silence please. Duh. Ladies and gentlemen, mourners, family members, welcome to the funeral of NA for the second straight tournament, eliminated in last place. This time by a team from the Oceanic region.
One of the saddest times, one of the darkest times in my life, but with the help of God, myself, we will get through this period. And yeah, no, but here's the thing: you can't. Let's just put this in context, okay? The guys from Immunity, they weren't even known as like the best Australian team by us because we haven't seen them at events. Vox has been the one attending events. They're from a region where they don't get much practice. They barely get to go to any lands. This is like their first big chance. So great performance by them. But you have to put it in the context of who they're playing. Teams like Liquid and some of these other NA teams, because of the influx of North American organizations, some of these players now, no exaggeration, who are finishing last place at lands, Cloud9, Liquid, are making more salary and have more opportunity than some of the European teams who are winning lands and placing top 3. So there's no excuses anymore of like, oh, we can't go full time and practice all the time because we don't get like full salary like it used to be a few years ago, when it was like the NIP complexity era. None of these excuses count anymore. Now you have to put up or shut up. You have to actually have results, And finishing last place domestically and in Europe, that doesn't cut it,
Animal.
That's unreal.
He's an animal. I've always said I'd hate to be a sandwich around Anders. Cut.
Well, apparently after he hit that shot the first time, Moses got a contract offer from CLG.
Well, I think the important thing is we were let down by
We'll
Richard
talk
somewhere.
about them a little bit later. I don't know if I'm ever going to live that performance down.
And now he's back. Now, when I thought about him coming back, because it was such a shock of the way he came back, especially because he fully retired, I immediately thought of that famous trope from Hollywood movies where it's usually sort of like an FBI profiler or some legendary cop or maybe even like a spy or something, and he's retired. He's given up that lifestyle. He's finally gotten out. He did his one last job. He got the last guy he was chasing. He did the last operation, and he goes, "Listen, I've got to retire now." He just goes away. And so what I'll do is I'll act out how I imagined this, how I imagined they got him back, okay? How I imagined Existence got RPK back. And so what I'll do is, for lack of editing skills, I will just face this way when I'm Existence, and then I'll face this way when I'm RPK, okay? So get ready. Get ready for a potentially offensive, and mostly because of just how bad it's going to be, a French accent, okay? So set the scene for you here. Existence, he's got his Titan shirt on. He's coming out and his hair gelled up like a guy out of Dragon Ball Z, but from Belgium. He's coming over the hills. He's in the French. He's in the hills of France, and he sees a figure who's got like a bunch of rabbits, dead rabbits, hung over his back on a wire that he's just caught freshly, and with sort of rough woodland clothing on, dirty clothes, just ambling towards a cabin. And Existence runs up there. He says, and he realizes, he makes out like from this kind of brow beaten, sweating, dirty visage, it's actually RPK. And he says to him, he says, "Cedric, mon ami, I'm so glad I found you. It's been so long." And then RPK this time, he's like, "Oui, I told you to never come for me unless it was very important. What brings you here, mon ami?" And then he says, "Mon frère, I know you said to let you go, but we need you. Good Frenchmen, they are dying. I came here to ask you to rouse the king." He's like, "Rouse him? Sacre bleu, are you crazy? It's been so long. Brother, we need, mon frère, we need him. We need the Rape King. I told you, Existence. I cannot live that life anymore. It has been so long. No, you don't understand. It's the Swedes. They are winning everything. They are killing fucking everybody. And also, the usurper NBK has gone with Shocks and Smiths, and he has joined up with Happy, and they are now the best. They have won the tournament that we always wanted to win, brother." It's like, what do you mean, Existence? They were always our friends. They were part of our team. Also, it's about Kenny.
Kenny? What is it with Kenny? He was just a boy when I left. Yes, but he is more than he is a man now, and he is fighting with the spirit of a lion. But it is not enough. We do not have enough to help him. Okay, God damn it! I'll come back.
So what are you actually asking me? What
I would
which
like to
part
know
out of that like 7-hour ramble am I supposed to pick out and respond to in 2 minutes? Please give me some notes here, man.
This is like arguing with Duncan. This is exactly like arguing Duncan. Duncan is finally experiencing.
Stephen, you know why I don't argue with you anymore? Because what happens when I argue with you is when you constantly move the topic, we go from talking about like what I'm going to do at this event to like me saying things that then get me like almost fired, etc. Like, I've noticed, by the way, thanks for never coming out and pointing out the context, that you provoked all of those statements.
I didn't provoke anything.
Do you know the reason why I mentioned the problems I thought existed in Poland's Destiny? Because you tried to conflate Poland as being exactly like Germany and the United Kingdom in terms of development, racial prejudices, and like crowds and how they are at events.
Exactly.
That's what you did. And you know fuck all about Germany and the UK, mate. You know absolutely nothing. Just like all your topics where you start ranting about liberals. You know, you're like the kid he was talking about who's like the 19-year-old who just got into college. Is like an expert. Stephen, please put on a beret and tell me about communism and why it's better than capitalism.
How long have you been in Poland? How much time have you spent in Poland? I lived in Warsaw for fucking 3 months. How are you?
I've known Polish people in esports for 14 years.
You are a caricature of yourself, of the guy you were just making fun of. I know.
How many years have you spent in the UK?
I know.
How many years have you spent in the UK?
I've never spent shit into the UK.
Then why would you make a comment about equivalency between Poland and the UK?
Because I think that it's safe to say that most people on the face of the earth consider the UK to be a first world country. Am I completely out of bounds saying that?
So you're telling me Poland is identical to the UK in many senses?
When did I ever say Poland was identical? I never said it was identical. I said it's not a third world country. I think most people in the world would also agree that Poland's probably not a third world country. Do you think that's an extreme statement to make? I have spent 3 months in Warsaw, which is probably more time than you've spent in Poland. Maybe you spent more time there. I don't know.
And so I want to go on the record and say that the UK is a third world country, though.
You said that Poland was a crazy rundown, blah 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 blah. I disagreed with that. I think I have some place to stand on. I think I have some platform to stand on that's spending some degree of time there, more so than you saying I have Polish friends. What does that have to do with anything?
That's not what I said. I said, like everything, I get half a sentence out, then you start going on a fucking rant.
That's exactly what you do. You say 450 statements, and then at the end you're like, well, what's your response?
Destiny.
Like,
Steven, he's gone. You fucking...